Someone is thinking about you right now. But they can't reach out. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. This message is for you. If these words found you today, it is not by accident. Out of all the messages you could have seen, all the videos you could have watched, and all the distractions competing for your attention, somehow you ended up here. That is because the universe may be trying to show you something your soul has already been feeling. There is someone thinking about you right now. Someone whose mind keeps drifting back to you no matter how hard they try to focus on other things. Someone who wishes they could speak to you. Someone who wishes they could tell you what is happening inside their heart. Yet for reasons beyond their control, they cannot reach out right now. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. This person has been carrying thoughts about you for much longer than you realize. What began as an occasional memory has become something deeper. What began as curiosity has become emotional attachment. What began as a simple connection has evolved into something that continues following them through their days and nights. Every time they believe they have finally stopped thinking about you, something unexpected reminds them of your existence. This message is for you. Because lately, your energy has been appearing in their life in unusual ways. A song suddenly reminds them of you. A certain place reminds them of you. A conversation reminds them of you. Even the smallest things seem connected to memories they thought had faded. The universe keeps bringing your presence back into focus, and it is becoming impossible for them to ignore. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Have you felt unusual emotions recently? Moments where you suddenly thought about someone without knowing why. Moments where your intuition seemed unusually active. Soul connections often communicate in ways words cannot. Long before physical communication happens, emotional energy begins moving between two hearts. Your soul may already be sensing what their soul is trying to say. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The reason they cannot reach out right now is complicated. It is not because they do not care. It is not because they forgot about you. It is not because the connection means nothing. In fact, the opposite is true. The connection means so much that they are afraid of saying the wrong thing. Afraid of creating confusion. Afraid of making mistakes. Afraid of revealing emotions they are still trying to understand themselves. This message is for you. Because there have been nights recently when this person sat alone thinking about everything they wish they could tell you. Entire conversations have played out in their imagination. They have imagined explaining their feelings. Imagine sharing their thoughts. Imagine telling you everything that has remained hidden. Yet every time they consider taking action, something stops them. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe has been sending signs throughout this period of silence. Angel numbers continue appearing. 111 when thoughts of new beginnings appear. 222 when thoughts of partnership enter their mind. 333 when emotional growth is taking place. 444 when reassurance is needed. Every sign feels connected to the same message. Trust the process. Trust divine timing. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. One thing this person keeps realizing is how much you changed them. even if they never admitted it openly. Even if they never expressed it directly. Your presence in their life created growth. Created awareness. Created lessons they continue carrying with them. That impact remains long after certain moments have passed. This message is for you. Because what they feel is not temporary. Temporary emotions disappear when circumstances become difficult. Temporary emotions disappear when distance appears. Temporary emotions disappear when life becomes complicated. Yet despite obstacles, despite silence, despite unanswered questions, their thoughts continue returning to you. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There was a recent moment when this person almost reached out. Almost sent a message. Almost spoke the words they have been carrying. Their heart was ready. Their emotions were ready. Yet fear appeared at the last moment. Fear has become the barrier standing between what they feel and what they express. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Fear is powerful. It convinces people to stay silent. It convinces people to wait. It convinces people to postpone important conversations. Yet fear cannot erase genuine emotions. Fear cannot erase meaningful connections. Fear cannot erase the truth. This message is for you. Because lately this person has started questioning whether silence is helping them at all. They are beginning to realize that staying quiet has not removed the connection. It has not removed the feelings. It has not removed the memories. All it has done is delay honesty. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. One thing they wish you understood is that their silence is not rejection. Their silence is not indifference. Their silence is not proof that they stopped caring. Sometimes silence is simply the result of someone trying to navigate emotions they were never prepared to feel. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe often places people on journeys where they must learn courage before receiving clarity. That is exactly where this person finds themselves. They are learning courage. Learning trust. Learning how to stop allowing fear to control every important decision. This message is for you. Because there are moments now when they feel incredibly close to reaching out. Moments when honesty feels stronger than fear. Moments when the desire to communicate becomes impossible to ignore. Those moments are becoming more frequent. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Every sign they receive seems to push them toward the same realization. Life is too short for endless silence. Meaningful connections deserve honesty. Important emotions deserve acknowledgement. The lessons keep repeating because they are important. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There have been evenings recently when they looked up at the sky and silently asked the universe for guidance. Asked for a sign. Asked for clarity. Asked for reassurance. And somehow, every answer seemed connected to you. This message is for you. Because the connection has become one of the most meaningful parts of their emotional journey. Whether they fully understand it or not. Whether they can explain it or not. Whether they have spoken about it or not. The truth remains. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. This person is thinking about you right now. They are wondering how you are doing. Wondering what you are feeling. Wondering whether you ever think about them too. Those thoughts appear more often than they would ever admit. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The silence will not last forever. The confusion will not last forever. The emotional uncertainty will not last forever. Because every lesson they are learning is slowly preparing them for something. Preparing them for honesty. Preparing them for courage. Preparing them for a truth they can no longer avoid. This message is for you. Because the person who cannot reach out right now is approaching a breakthrough. Every memory. Every sign. Every emotional realization is bringing them closer to it. And as they continue moving toward that breakthrough, they are beginning to understand something extraordinary. The connection they have been trying to understand may be far more significant than they ever imagined. And what they discover next could change everything forever. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. If you are still here, then the universe wants you to hear the next part of this message. This message is for you. Because while someone is thinking about you right now, what you do not see is the emotional battle taking place inside them. From the outside, they may appear calm. They may appear focused on their responsibilities. They may appear as though everything is normal. But beneath the surface, their heart is carrying conversations that have never been spoken, emotions that have never been fully expressed, and questions that continue returning no matter how hard they try to push them away. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The truth is that this person did not expect you to become so important to them. They did not plan for it. They did not prepare for it. They did not wake up one day and decide to feel this deeply. It happened gradually. One moment led to another. One memory led to another. One feeling led to another. Until eventually they found themselves thinking about you more often than they were comfortable admitting. This message is for you. Because lately they have been replaying moments involving you over and over again. Not because they are stuck in the past. Because those moments still carry meaning. Certain words you said continue echoing in their mind. Certain memories continue bringing comfort. Certain experiences continue teaching lessons. Looking back now, they see things they missed before. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Have you ever realized the value of something long after it happened? Have you ever looked back and suddenly understood why a particular person entered your life? That is exactly what is happening to them. Time has created perspective. Distance has created awareness. Reflection has created understanding. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe has been sending signs constantly. Angel numbers appear at unusual moments. 111 appears when they think about taking action. 222 appears when thoughts of connection fill their mind. 333 appears during emotional breakthroughs. 444 appears when reassurance is needed. Every sign seems connected to one lesson. Stop ignoring what matters. This message is for you. Because one of the hardest things they are dealing with is uncertainty. They do not know what would happen if they reached out. They do not know how their honesty would be received. They do not know whether the connection still exists in the same way. Those questions create hesitation. Those questions create fear. Yet despite those fears, their thoughts continue returning to you. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There have been nights recently when this person stared at their phone longer than usual. Thinking about sending a message. Thinking about starting a conversation. Thinking about breaking the silence. More than once, they almost did it. More than once, they typed words they never sent. More than once, they came closer to honesty than anyone realizes. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The reason they stopped themselves is not because the feelings disappeared. It is because the feelings became more serious. The deeper emotions become, the more vulnerable people feel. The more vulnerable people feel, the more courage is required. And courage is the lesson they are learning right now. This message is for you. Because this person has started realizing something important. Silence is not giving them peace. Silence is not giving them clarity. Silence is not making the connection disappear. In many ways, silence has only made them more aware of what they are feeling. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. One thing they cannot ignore is how often you appear in their thoughts during important moments. Whenever they experience growth, they think about you. Whenever they learn something meaningful, they think about you. Whenever they imagine a future built on authenticity, they think about you. The connection keeps appearing in places where it should not logically appear. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There was a recent moment when they asked themselves a question they had avoided for a long time. What if the reason I keep thinking about this person is because my heart is trying to tell me something? That question changed everything. Because once they allowed themselves to consider that possibility, many other truths started emerging. This message is for you. Because they are beginning to understand that meaningful connections do not always disappear just because circumstances become complicated. Meaningful connections often remain beneath the surface, waiting for awareness to catch up with reality. Waiting for courage to catch up with truth. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The emotional weight they have been carrying is becoming harder to hide. Every day they feel a stronger desire to express themselves. Every day they feel a stronger desire to stop pretending. Every day they feel a stronger desire to tell the truth. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Yet they are also learning patience. The universe keeps reminding them that not everything happens immediately. Some lessons require time. Some growth requires time. Some truths reveal themselves gradually. Divine timing continues playing a role in this story. This message is for you. Because despite the silence, despite the distance, despite the unanswered questions, their feelings have not disappeared. If anything, reflection has made those feelings stronger. Reflection has helped them understand what truly matters. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. One of the biggest surprises for this person has been realizing how much your influence remains in their life. Lessons you taught without realizing it. Perspectives you shared without realizing it. strength you demonstrated without realizing it. Those things continue affecting them even now. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There are moments when they feel emotional simply because they finally understand how important the connection became. Sometimes awareness arrives late. Sometimes understanding arrives after the fact. But when it arrives, it changes everything. This message is for you. Because the universe keeps bringing them back to the same truth. Stop running from what matters. Stop pretending important emotions are ordinary. Stop allowing fear to decide your future. The lesson keeps repeating because it is meant to be learned. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There have been nights recently when this person looked up at the stars and wondered whether you were thinking about them too. Wondered whether your soul still feels the connection. Wondered whether the universe is guiding both of you through the same lesson. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The more they heal, the more they grow, and the more they learn about themselves, the more clearly they see the truth. Their thoughts keep returning to you because something meaningful remains unfinished. Something meaningful remains important. This message is for you. Because the person who cannot reach out right now is closer than ever to understanding what their heart has been trying to show them. The confusion is fading. The awareness is growing. The fear is slowly losing its power. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Every sign. Every dream. Every coincidence. Every emotional breakthrough seems to be leading them toward the same destination. Honesty. The kind of honesty that changes lives. The kind of honesty that removes doubts. The kind of honesty that finally allows the heart to speak. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Because this person is standing on the edge of an emotional breakthrough. They may not have reached out yet. They may not have spoken the words they carry inside. But every lesson they are learning is bringing them closer. And as they continue moving toward that moment, they are beginning to realize something extraordinary. The reason they cannot stop thinking about you may not be a mystery at all. It may be one of the clearest signs the universe has ever given them. And what they discover next could completely transform the future of this connection forever. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. If you are still here, then the universe may be bringing you closer to the deepest part of this message. This message is for you. Because the person who cannot reach out right now is no longer fighting the same battle they were fighting before. In the beginning, they were fighting their feelings. Then they were fighting their fears. Now they are fighting something entirely different. They are fighting the truth that keeps getting stronger every single day. A truth that refuses to disappear. A truth that keeps showing up in their thoughts, their dreams, their quiet moments, and their deepest reflections. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There have been mornings recently when this person woke up with you already on their mind. Before the responsibilities of the day arrived. Before distractions took over. Before life became busy. Their thoughts somehow found their way to you. At first they dismissed it. They told themselves it was random. They told themselves it meant nothing. But when something happens often enough, it becomes impossible to ignore. And now they are beginning to realize that these thoughts are not random at all. This message is for you. Because your energy has become connected to some of the most meaningful moments in their life. Whenever they experience personal growth, they think about you. Whenever they learn an important lesson, they think about you. Whenever they imagine becoming the best version of themselves, they think about you. The connection has woven itself into their journey in ways they never expected. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Have you ever met someone who changed the way you see the world? Someone whose influence remained long after a conversation ended? Someone who taught lessons simply by being themselves? That is what you became for this person. And the more they reflect on it, the more grateful they feel. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe continues sending signs because awareness is expanding. Angel numbers appear repeatedly. 111 when thoughts about new beginnings arrive. 222 when they imagine meaningful connection. 333 when spiritual understanding deepens. 444 when reassurance is needed. Every sign feels connected to one message. Trust what your soul already knows. This message is for you. Because one thing this person is finally beginning to understand is that avoiding emotions does not make them disappear. It only postpones understanding. For a long time they believed silence would create clarity. They believed distance would weaken feelings. They believed enough time would answer every question. Instead, time revealed something unexpected. The feelings remained. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There was a recent evening when this person sat alone reflecting on their life. Looking at where they have been. Looking at where they are going. Looking at the lessons they have learned. During that reflection, one realization appeared so clearly that it left them speechless. Some people enter your life and leave memories. Other people enter your life and leave transformation. They realized you belong in the second category. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. That realization created powerful emotions. Because transformation is not something people forget. Growth is not something people forget. The people who help awaken parts of your soul are not easily forgotten. And your influence continues existing inside them even now. This message is for you. Because lately they have started imagining what honesty would feel like. Not what it would accomplish. Not what the outcome would be. Simply what it would feel like. Every time they imagine speaking from the heart, they feel relief. Relief that comes from alignment. Relief that comes from authenticity. Relief that comes from finally honoring what is real. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. One thing they can no longer deny is how much emotional energy they have spent pretending not to care. Pretending requires effort. Denial requires effort. Avoidance requires effort. And after carrying that weight for so long, they are growing tired. Tired of running. Tired of questioning. Tired of resisting what continues returning. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe often repeats lessons until they are fully understood. This person feels as though they have been receiving the same lesson over and over again. Every sign points in the same direction. Every emotional breakthrough points in the same direction. Every moment of clarity points in the same direction. Be honest with yourself. This message is for you. Because your soulmate-like connection has become one of the greatest teachers in their life. Through thinking about you, they learned patience. Through missing you, they learned appreciation. Through reflecting on the connection, they learned self-awareness. Through navigating uncertainty, they learned courage. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There are moments now when they feel incredibly close to reaching out. Closer than ever before. The fear that once felt overwhelming is beginning to lose its grip. The doubts that once felt convincing are beginning to lose their power. Something stronger is emerging. Trust. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Trust is changing everything. Trust in their feelings. Trust in their intuition. Trust in the lessons they have learned. Trust in the possibility that meaningful connections deserve acknowledgement rather than avoidance. This message is for you. Because one of the most emotional discoveries they have made recently is that they are no longer afraid of what they feel. They may still be uncertain about circumstances. They may still have questions about timing. They may still wonder about outcomes. But they are no longer afraid of the truth itself. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There was a time when this person believed the safest option was silence. Now they are beginning to wonder if the safest option is actually honesty. Because silence has not brought peace. Silence has not brought closure. Silence has not brought freedom. Honest truth might. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Every lesson from the universe seems designed to prepare them for a moment of courage. A moment where fear no longer decides. A moment where authenticity becomes stronger than hesitation. A moment where they stop imagining conversations and begin creating them. This message is for you. Because this person thinks about you more than they admit. Wonders about you more than they admit. Misses your energy more than they admit. The truth has become impossible to hide from themselves, even if they have not yet revealed it to anyone else. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The signs continue appearing because the journey is not finished. The emotional lessons continue because the story is still unfolding. Every coincidence, every memory, every moment of reflection is preparing them for something important. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Because the person who cannot reach out right now is beginning to realize that the connection may have been guiding them toward growth all along. Guiding them toward honesty. Guiding them toward a deeper understanding of themselves. And as they continue moving closer to that understanding, they are starting to recognize something extraordinary. The reason they keep thinking about you may not simply be because they miss you. It may be because their heart is finally recognizing a truth that their soul understood from the very beginning. And what happens when that truth is fully accepted could change everything forever. Don't scroll. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. If you have stayed with this message until now, then the universe may have guided you here for the most powerful part of this entire story. This message is for you. Because the person who cannot reach out right now is standing at the edge of a profound emotional breakthrough. Everything they have experienced lately, the signs, the memories, the sleepless nights, the unexpected emotions, the moments of clarity, the moments of confusion, has been leading them toward one truth. A truth that has grown stronger every day. A truth that can no longer be ignored. A truth that has survived every distraction, every doubt, and every attempt to push it away. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There was a recent moment when this person realized something that completely changed the way they view the connection. For a long time, they believed they needed answers before they could trust their feelings. They believed they needed certainty before they could be vulnerable. They believed they needed guarantees before they could take emotional risks. But suddenly they understood something important. Some of the most meaningful things in life require faith before certainty arrives. This message is for you. Because the connection has become one of those things. The more they reflect on it, the more obvious it becomes. Their heart has been trying to guide them for a long time. Their intuition has been trying to guide them for a long time. The universe has been trying to guide them for a long time. Yet fear kept interrupting the message. Fear kept creating noise. Fear kept creating hesitation. Now that noise is beginning to fade. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Have you ever carried something inside your heart for so long that it became part of you? That is what this person has been experiencing. Their thoughts about you are no longer occasional. Their feelings about you are no longer temporary. The connection has become woven into their emotional journey. It has become part of the way they understand themselves. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe continues sending signs because they are closer than ever to acceptance. Angel numbers appear exactly when they need encouragement. 111 reminding them that a new chapter can begin at any moment. 222 reminding them that meaningful connections are guided by divine timing. 333 reminding them that spiritual growth is taking place. 444 reminding them that they are supported every step of the way. These signs have become impossible to ignore. This message is for you. Because one of the biggest transformations happening inside this person is the shift from fear to trust. Not perfect trust. Not complete certainty. But enough trust to keep moving forward. Enough trust to stop running. Enough trust to acknowledge what their heart has been trying to reveal. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There have been evenings recently when this person imagined what life would feel like if they finally stopped resisting their emotions. If they finally stopped pretending. If they finally stopped searching for reasons to stay silent. Every time they imagine it, they feel lighter. Every time they imagine it, they feel hopeful. Every time they imagine it, they feel closer to peace. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. That feeling is important. Because peace often appears when people move closer to truth. The heart recognizes alignment before the mind fully understands it. And their heart is beginning to recognize alignment. This message is for you. Because this person has started realizing that meaningful connections are not meant to be ignored forever. Meaningful lessons are not meant to be postponed forever. Meaningful emotions are not meant to remain hidden forever. Eventually, Truth asks to be acknowledged. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. One thing they can no longer deny is how much you influenced their life. Not only through memories, through growth, through awareness, through the lessons that emerged from knowing you. Even when you were not physically present, the impact remained. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There was a time when they thought reaching out was impossible. There was a time when the emotional distance felt too large. There was a time when fear seemed stronger than hope. But something is changing now. Slowly. Quietly. Powerfully. Hope is beginning to grow. This message is for you. Because hope changes everything. Hope allows people to imagine possibilities again. Hope allows people to believe that meaningful things are worth pursuing. Hope allows people to trust that the future does not have to look like the past. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The emotional walls that once felt permanent are weakening. Every lesson weakens them. Every realization weakens them. Every sign weakens them. The version of this person that once relied entirely on avoidance is slowly disappearing. A more authentic version is emerging. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. That authentic version wants honesty. That authentic version wants clarity. That authentic version wants to stop carrying unspoken emotions. The desire for truth has become stronger than the desire for protection. This message is for you. Because lately this person has been asking themselves an important question. If the connection continues returning, what is it trying to teach me? Every answer seems to point toward the same lesson. Courage. Courage to trust. Courage to feel. Courage to stop hiding from what matters. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. There are moments now when they feel incredibly grateful for the journey, even with all its challenges. Grateful for the growth. Grateful for the awareness. Grateful for the way the connection forced them to become more honest with themselves. Even the difficult parts carried wisdom. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The universe often uses meaningful connections to awaken people. To challenge them. To inspire them. To help them discover parts of themselves they did not know existed. That is exactly what has happened here. This person is not the same person they were when the journey began. This message is for you. Because the transformation is real. The growth is real. The emotions are real. The lessons are real. And now they are approaching the moment when all of those things begin coming together. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The person who cannot reach out right now is beginning to realize that the silence was never the final chapter. The uncertainty was never the final chapter. The confusion was never the final chapter. They were all part of the journey. They were all part of the preparation. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Every angel number. Every meaningful coincidence. Every emotional breakthrough has been guiding them toward one destination. Acceptance. Acceptance of what they feel. Acceptance of what the connection means. Acceptance of the truth they have spent so long trying to understand. This message is for you. Because they are closer than ever to that acceptance. Closer than ever to trusting themselves. Closer than ever to choosing honesty over fear. Closer than ever to understanding why their thoughts keep returning to you. Don't scroll, listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The story is no longer about someone who cannot reach out. The story is becoming about someone who is learning why they want to. Someone who is learning why the connection matters. Someone who is learning why the universe keeps bringing your energy back into their life. Listen to this because your heart needs this right now. Because as they continue moving toward this emotional breakthrough, they are beginning to understand something extraordinary. The connection may never have been trying to get their attention by accident. It may have been guiding them toward their own awakening. And now that awakening is leading them somewhere powerful. Somewhere honest. Somewhere meaningful. Somewhere their heart has quietly wanted to go all along. And what happens next could become the most important chapter of this entire journey, because for the first time, they are no longer asking whether the connection matters. They are finally beginning to accept that it always did.